Hooked on You is a mediocre cash grab developed by a company whose thing is generating buzz via the phrase, "Wow, I can't believe X company has a dating simulator." I mean, okay, maybe that's a bit too cynical. The company has only done it twice after all. First with the KFC dating simulator. Yes, really, if you haven't heard of that before, you're probably already thinking the phrase from earlier. And now Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating simulator. A weird genre-bending game that exists because it's cheap to make and is a total mismatch with the IP Tone's original intent, which therefore generates social media buzz. This doesn't mean that no effort went into making it, but it's entirely true that if this was an expensive project with a non-meme concept, it would not exist. Be honest, that doesn't mean that it's bad. But again, look at the company that made it, Psyop Incorporated. They're listed as an advertising company before they're listed as a gaming company. That should not be surprising to you. This game is an advert designed to be cheap to produce in order to create buzz around DBD while being immediately profitable. It's an incredibly smart move from Behavior Interactive. I can't fault them for that. And again, this doesn't mean that it's a bad game. In fact, quite the contrary, apparently. At time of recording, of its 3,304 user reviews, 90% are positive. And yet, I cannot find a single person who has played it for more than 12 hours, with the average playtime being 3 hours and 14 minutes according to Steam Spy. But at £6.99, who's really complaining? The reasonably accurate Steam revenue calculator estimates a net revenue of $342,677, which I'm almost certain is substantially more than the cost to produce the game. After all, its primary technological requirement is artwork, which unfortunately isn't a particularly well-paid role in game development. I know that this game was not made in the UK, but it's still useful to get an idea. The average UK salary for a video game artist is only £31,354, despite being an extremely technical position. If this game took a year to develop, and I'd wager it was significantly less than that, I have no doubt that a single artist was responsible for the bulk of these character designs, meaning they probably cost around £20,000. And the scripting doesn't really take into account character traits as we know them in DBD's lore. I mean, Claudette and Dwight may as well be entirely different characters to the one we know from the actual game, and it seems to find its personality in references to memes and play on words rather than an extensive deep dive into the lore to see what makes these characters tick. Would that level of effort have made the game better? Probably not, but it's another pointer to the cheapness of the title. Again, it being cheap doesn't mean it's bad. It isn't an expensive game. Everyone seems to be getting a few hours of enjoyment out of it and then never thinking about it again, and that's fine because this game is a piece of marketing. The company already had the engine from when they built the KFC dating simulator, and the few mini games inside of it that kind of tweak it more towards Dead by Daylight kind of in style aren't particularly well implemented. Not a lot of programming went into this. It was just scripting on top of an already created engine. I've seen streamers play it, and that's enough for me. I certainly won't be parting with my sweet YouTube bucks in order to play it, but that's okay because this isn't a review of the game itself, but the public information surrounding its release. Have you played it? Did you enjoy it? Do you agree with what I'm saying, or do you feel it's entirely uncharitable? Let me know in the comments. Whenever I say nice things about Behavior, I get loads of comments saying, "Oh, just desperate to be a fog whisperer." I hope this permanently disproves that if I praise Behavior for something, it's because I like the thing they did, not because I just want to praise them for no reason. You should know this by now. Come on. As always, a big thank you to my patrons: Bright Houses, Jailbreak, Kurt Gardner, Nania, Sylvan, Cockhead, Doctor, Red Panda 19987, AVR Razor, Darkhood 135, Jinx Likes Magic, Lilith Alucard, Channel Manager, Chipstar 878, and Godfather Dumbledore. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.